Hello everyone, this is Nitin Shah. Today I'm going to talk about an interesting topic that we were discussing the other day with a group of people called DIKW, which is Data, Information, Knowledge and Wisdom. The conversation is more about understanding why we get stuck at knowledge and why we are not able to go from knowledge to wisdom, and what steps can we take to be able to go from knowledge to wisdom. But before that, let me just give you a brief of what this topic is. So to give you an example, let's say someone wants to manage their weight. They have read a lot of information on weight management. That's their data. Everything that they have come across on weight management becomes their data. Of all the things that they have read, of all the things that they have come across, some of those things will get registered in their mind. That becomes their information. Things that stays with them. Of the things that have stayed with them, there would be certain things that they would be able to understand. How this information, when applied in their life, would help them achieve the desired outcome that they want to achieve. Why that information is useful, that becomes knowledge. And eventually, when they apply that knowledge into action, it becomes wisdom. Now, I'm sure a lot of us have knowledge about a lot of things, especially going back to the example of weight management. There are so many people who want to manage their weight, and if you really ask them what needs to be done, they can probably run workshops on weight management. But are they able to take the desired actions on their own? For a lot of people, the answer is no. Which means they have the knowledge, but they are not able to apply that knowledge and convert that into wisdom. Now, the question is, I understand someone who does not have the knowledge, who is not able to apply that. But why would people who have the knowledge, who have the information, are actually not able to apply that into practice? And isn't that one of the biggest challenges that a lot of people around us are facing, including us? So let's dig a bit deeper to understand what happens. The journey from knowledge to wisdom requires us to take actions. Our actions are dependent on our thoughts and our emotions. For example, again going back to the example of weight management, I know I need to get up in the morning and manage my weight. In order to do that, I need to go to a gym. Every night I put an alarm, I go off to sleep. In the morning when the alarm rings, my first thought is, chalna kal se jayenge. So if that's my thought, will I actually go to the gym? The chances are no. And even if I do, it's like a lot of effort to push myself to go to a gym. So isn't it true that my thought is coming in the way of stopping me from applying my knowledge and converting it into wisdom? Another example is, let's say I want to improve my relation with my boss. I've already read up a lot of things on what can I do to improve my relationship. I also have the awareness of how certain steps will actually help me. So I have the knowledge. But the moment I see my boss's face, I get so angry that I just want to slap him. Now, would I actually be able to apply that knowledge into action? The chances are limited, aren't they? Which means that knowledge is there, but it's not converting into wisdom. So, isn't it true that learning to manage our thoughts, our emotions, is probably the best way of moving from knowledge to wisdom? And how can you do that? You can do that by learning to manage your thoughts, learning to manage your emotions. And how do you manage your thoughts and your emotions? Obviously, there are a lot of tips, there are a lot of tricks, there are a lot of videos on how to manage your thoughts, how to manage your emotions. I'm not going to dig into that right now. Probably another video will talk about those particular tips. But what I want to talk to you about right now is, if you have tried other tips and it's not worked for you, then hypnosis, NLP can really be useful in helping you managing your thoughts, managing your emotions. And not just your thoughts and emotions, because many times those thoughts, those emotions are powered by deeper beliefs, which are coming from intense emotions which may be stored, which may also be coming from past experiences we have had. Both hypnosis and NLP can actually help you deal with all of these things naturally and effectively, in a way in which it's not a lot of effort, but it requires willingness on your part. So my suggestion that whenever you come across a situation where you feel that there is knowledge that you have, but you are not able to translate it into wisdom, you are not able to translate it into action, get in touch with a therapist, a psychologist, especially who is also trained in hypnosis and NLP, and they should really be able to help you. If you are a psychologist, a coach, a trainer who works with other people, and you notice that the people that you work with struggle with converting that knowledge into wisdom, then it may be a good idea for you to actually learn certain tips, certain tricks from hypnosis, from NLP, from other such related fields, so that you can actually impart that information, train those people with those tips so that they can apply the same tips in their life. Please feel free to get in touch with us. If you have any questions regarding the same, use the comments box below to be able to ask those questions, and we will surely get back to you with the answers. Thank you.